Hello, EUC family. I wanted to invite you on another ride through Orange County. This time, I'm headed down Santiago Creek Bike Trail for a family event. Now, if you're anything like me, you're probably going to get questioned when you arrive at your destination. You'll be asking things like, what is this? And why do you ride it? How does this differ from traditional vehicles? So, while every person may have a different situation, I wanted to share with you why I think EUCs are the best choice for getting around the city life, at least for me. Here are some of the reasons. Number one, it's easier to take out and bring back and charge up. Basically, there's no gas stations necessary. You have range that feels like it's for free, and you're just laughing at gas stations as you pass by. Number two, there's no parking necessary. There's no parking fees, no worries, it's less stress. The portability of these electric unicycles is amazing. You just get to your destination door, go on pedestrian sidewalk, get to the business or restaurant you're trying to arrive at. You don't have to worry about parking. Number three, traffic. Oh, man, you can just avoid all the traffic. Look at this. Open bike trail, the whole world is your playground. Sheesh, absolutely love this. You get to go at your own speed. You're the king of these bike trails, right? You probably have the best performing vehicle out there, and it's just incredible. Looking all around, exploring new places. Look at this bridge. I'm going to go over multiple bridges as I go down this trail. All right, I'm going to jump to number 4, which is beautiful scenery. I just mentioned all the places that you get to go instead of sitting in a car on a freeway stuck in traffic. None of that exists here. Next reason, for me, this wheel feels like a motorcycle. Granted, it's one wheel, but it gives you the space to have the wind in your hair. And I also think it's safer than a motorcycle. I'm going at a slower speed, around 30 miles an hour, and avoiding collisions because there's relatively far less people that I could run into. No cars on the road. So for me, it gets me the motorcycle type of thrill, the adrenaline rush, in a safer way. Number 6 is fitness. This is the only way I know how to get around where it is a completely hands-free and all-body movement. It reminds me of swimming. Like you're swimming through the air or floating. This is just so different. You can't do this in a car or in a motorcycle. You just lean to go. Sometimes I wish I could. I'm sitting on the steering wheel just wishing I could just push into it, pull back on it like it's kind of flying an airplane. Just absolutely incredible the way it gets around. It's a full mind to machine movement, and you just get to build out a flow. Connect to the wheel and have fun. Next reason, you get to go off-roading and do tricks along the way. You don't take the same boring route, but instead you get to explore. Number 8. People may look at these and ask how much money they are, and to me, it's more about how much of an opportunity you're missing. These are brand new, incredible electric machines that cost so little to maintain and use, and it's really something that pays for itself, right? If you view this as a source of transportation, you're going to be saving so much money on a daily basis from gas, maintenance, yearly annual fees, tire changes. You're going to be saving both in the short term with how cheap they are and in the long term with how very dependable and cheap they are to maintain. So I say they're absolutely the best bang for your buck if you treat it like a real means of transportation. Number 9, furthermore, I used my first wheel especially for Uber Eats. Every chance I went out, I turned on Uber Eats. Even if I was sitting around home and looking for an excuse to ride, Uber Eats was that excuse. And I would make my money back on the wheel. Within about the first year, I had paid off the wheel completely just by random odd hour trips of Uber on my off hours of work. Working 40 hours a week, so it's random hours in the morning, at night. Using it for Uber is an incredible choice. I think it opens up a ton of possibility, and it's even a source of income. Number 10, security. You get to take it inside with you wherever you arrive. If you're at a restaurant, you bring it in, put it under the table, especially fast food, and I never bring a lock. There's no reason, also because I have a passcode to enter. That means you can't just pick it up and take off with it. I also put an air tag on it. So regardless, I feel like it's always safe to bring it with me, and I can just trolley it wherever I'm going using that amazing trolley handle. Number 11, it turns your commute into a mental, physical break, right? It's your alone time. I especially love this being a family man. While I love my kids, this specific ride, I asked my wife to take the car as I took the unicycle alone. I wanted to explore a new place. And there's no better way for me to get out, have fun, than to ride my unicycle. So I arrived super happy at the family event and ready to interact, talk to people about what they're doing, and I felt like the cool uncle to the little cousins. Adorable. Number 12, look at another bridge crossing. The freedom that you get on an electric unicycle is unparalleled. The fun is number 12, right? You can go cruise around the city and just enjoy yourself. You don't even have to worry about the cost because it's so cheap, about a penny per mile to get around. Oh, and so much fun going under bridges while the cars above you are stuck in traffic. You have total freedom to go where you want. 13, I like to use a bike trailer. So I use this to go grocery shopping. I throw all of my groceries in there, even if I'm doing a shop and pay for Uber. I've carried 3 containers of water, like big 24 bottles of water, and taken 5 pizzas. So with the bike trailer, you truly have a lot more versatility and can even go grocery shopping. Number 14, feels like you're moving without any joysticks, buttons, or anything to hang on to. It's like flying. It really feels like the closest thing to flying I've ever experienced. Nothing to push, just a mind-to-machine connection. I absolutely love the way that an EUC rides, forward, back, side to side with your wings. It's just, life is all about balance, and this takes up to the extreme. As I mentioned, number 15, this feels like an extreme sport, but in your everyday life. I'm a little bit of an adrenaline junkie, I'll admit it, and I get my kicks from this. Man, it just hits the spot as my need for speed. I do got to be careful. You'll see here, I almost fell off. Woo! Oh, but I was able to maintain it anyways. Right? Be careful when you're going through new places, especially when looking at the phone. For me, this was actually a route and a bumpy road that was hidden from the shadows of the trees. So be careful as you're riding out there, guys. Mentioning extreme sports, you really feel connected to your environment, right? Ducking under trees, it reminds me of going downhill skiing or surfing, longboarding, swimming. Man, it is just really hard to explain though. You have to experience it for yourself to truly understand how it feels to ride an electric unicycle. just looks kind of mind-blowing, but once you get on one, man, it is the best way to get around. Check these out. Dropping downstairs now. Love the suspension and the V13 and the 22-inch wheel. Whee! Enjoying life. You can explore, go in outdoor environments like this. Or you can just take a relaxing cruise control, sit on the seat, go for longer rides. It has all that. Well, if you've made it this far, here's a little bit of trails for you at the end. Going through some rocks. The V13 handles amazing. I want to thank you for joining this ride. Ask you to subscribe, please. When I get to 1,000 subscribers, we'll be putting in a little more effort. I also want to start doing giveaways such as a helmet. And if I hit 25,000 subscribers, I want to give away an M10 board. Thank you for joining. Enjoy the rest of the ride. If you do stick around, you get a nice conversation here with some of the public. See a couple more steps. What I want to encourage you is to gear up, get your own wheel, get out there, and you'll find your own reasons to ride. It is so worth it.
That's right, unicycle. Yeah, we call it an electric unicycle, but you got it.
How many miles can you go?
Like 70 on a charge.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I just replaced my car. I sold it. It said I'll take one of these instead.
Yeah, you're crazy like me too. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I went without a car, just used an Enterprise for a while. I like motorcycles. That looks interesting.
Yeah, I rode a motorcycle before this.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can step in some.
But, you know, I never saw one before it arrived at my door either, so it wasn't like I, had someone show me. It's kind of...
Yeah, it's definitely a new kind of tech.
Yeah, YouTube did, and it's like, yeah, I can do that.
I think the cars in the future will just have two wheels, They'll just rise up,
Yeah.
like a chariot, and just zip you along, and it'll be, like a couch.
Yeah.
Kind of thing with a pod over it.
Totally.
That's kind of the future thing. But electric is everything.
That's true.
Have fun.
Thank you. Bye.